The CoinDesk Spotlight is brought to you by Nexo, the place to earn on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and more.
MetaMask, the non-custodial digital wallet that has become a key gateway to the world of DeFi, saying its monthly active users hit 10 million people in July, with the Asian market leading growth. Users jumped from over 500,000 monthly users in July of 2020 to over 10 million last month, representing growth of over 1,800%. According to ConsenSys, the Ethereum software company that owns MetaMask. Joining us now to discuss is Lex Sokolin, head economist and global fintech co-head at ConsenSys. Welcome to the show, Lex. So what's behind this huge growth of user activity in MetaMask? Maybe you can tell us, is it all retail, some institutional? What's the breakdown?
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. And the source of the growth is probably familiar to a lot of viewers, but we just see lots of organic operating usage, and that's people using DeFi. That was the first leg of the stool, and then folks starting to interact with NFTs, both collecting and creating them at scale. And then finally, the emerging kind of video game play to earn worlds that are being built out there, as well as some of the decentralized autonomous organizations that are starting to create kind of community games. And so that has catalyzed more and more adoption, people interacting with each other, and this is also happening globally, which is fantastic. You know, we have incredible usage in the Philippines, in Vietnam, in lots of Asian countries, as well as in the US, and so we see this as a global phenomenon.
Interesting, and that it's global is really driving the growth there. Do you have an idea of, is it mostly retail? Is our institutional players coming into the game? And if so, you know, how do the bigger players custody their NFTs?
Yeah, complicated question. So for sure, the numbers, the 10 million actives, right? This isn't just installs. This is people who are actually opening the wallet and doing some sort of action. And then some are transacting, some are signing transactions, some are holding or purchasing NFTs. And so, of course, the numbers, the raw numbers are going to come from a really broad retail footprint. And you can think of it, this is just the adoption curve for the internet, the adoption curve for mobile phones, the adoption curve for crypto wallets, and MetaMask as the leader in that. For institutions, the requirements are often a little bit different than for individuals, and there are fewer institutions. So that's not going to drive the number of users. That's going to drive the assets that are being used by the ecosystem. And so we have an offering called MetaMask Institutional, which plugs into the types of systems that crypto funds and asset managers need to manage their assets. But certainly, I'd say the bulk of this growth has come from people.
And I asked this question earlier, but maybe you might have some insights onto it. What are people doing with the NFTs? Is it purely speculative, or is it like art? People are just holding onto them, using them in games. They just like to hold and keep their digital NFTs as something to look at.
I love that video. So that's an original video for MetaMask from when it launched, 4 years ago, and it's just amazing how prescient the team was in understanding that the crypto wallet isn't just money. It's not just an abstraction on top of stuff that you own in the real world. The crypto wallet is a place where you have digital assets, which are your financial instruments, and it's a place where you have your digital objects, the things that you actually would have in the real world, your house, your bike, your clothes. Those things are, when they're rendered digitally, they actually live in your inventory. They live in your crypto wallet. And so you have people who, they've got their video game characters in there that earn them money. They have their avatars, their online identities that they use essentially for pseudonymity or for social interaction. They've got NFTs that function like tickets. So if you want to participate in a community or be part of a syndicate where you might be making investment decisions, the NFT might be the gateway in order to enter that chat. And all of this is opening up a really interesting, almost like science fiction world where people have these digital objects, and it's just a basic nature to want a story, to want a narrative or some sort of adventure. And so what we're seeing are these self-forming kind of games that are coming together of people creating stories, creating economic games, and using NFTs as sort of objects that help them participate in these interactions with each other. And so it's really it's a very open field, and NFTs are the things that will be that are used in these environments.
Mm-hmm. And at the same time, MetaMask interacts mainly with the Ethereum blockchain. At the same time, we're seeing Solana growing, explosive growth. They're a challenger to Ethereum. They tout faster, cheaper transactions. And a lot of people who use Ethereum often complain that there's a bit of lag. It can be expensive, unpredictable with the gas fees. And as they approach the 2.0 version of Ethereum, I wonder how this is being addressed. Is this something on the back of your mind as you see a challenger like Solana growing in popularity and also introducing their own NFT platform?
So there should be a political party called the gas fees are too high, right? Because it's just clearly a huge meme. And it's true, right? The ability for people to participate in what is, I mean, a fantastical moment of innovation with sports players and celebrities and influencers and business people from the mainstream starting to really be creators in blockchain-based world. We want everybody to be able to participate in that in a way that's productive, right? It's not just a ticket for entertainment. It's a way for people to self-fulfill and belong and feel good and create new things. And so I think it's really important that there are good options for people. And for MetaMask, for example, although Ethereum and Ethereum virtual machine blockchains are kind of the core focus of that wallet, we plug into mainnet Ethereum, but also other solutions like Polygon. We plug into Binance Smart Chain, and then there are a number of others kind of in the works that are scaling solutions for the core Ethereum mainnet. And for us, it's really important to anchor to trustlessness, to anchor back to a blockchain that's as decentralized as a computational blockchain today can get, in order to really secure the transactions, because real money is going on here. We think Solana is fantastic. There's cool stuff going on Tezos, and I think it's such a growing market that it's not really cannibalization. The demand for computation incredibly outstrips supply of what's available.